That was very nice.
Yeah.
I think.
We've been getting a lot more tweets about how it makes people want to pee.
We're not changing.
I mean, we could add music one day. Oh my god, on my chair.
You know, in between us, like, having to make people want to pee and also the sirens that are just, like, a staple in the show now, this is really just not a good car show.
Like, the only thing that you don't hear is the construction because we purposely don't record these until nighttime.
Honestly, that would just be the entire show would just be construction if that's when if we did it then.
Like, I don't even hear it anymore. I just only hear it when I'm going to be
pain.
Yeah. God, it's getting worse. Like, they're growing. And, like...
It's rising.
It's rising. I have to start actually, like, not changing right in front of the window.
Yeah,
because they're gaining on me.
The building is kind of, like, almost the level of the floor we are on in our
I'm
complex.
not enjoying it,
yeah.
So...
this is Coffee with Crachel.
More like construction with Crachel.
Constructive criticism with Crachel. You guys need to not record when there's noises.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay, so this is episode 19, I think.
Ooh, interesting. We're almost at 20.
Oh my god. We're almost getting to the age where we can legally drink.
Interesting. I don't know what I was going to say.
Is there any significance to 19?
19? Was 19 a significant year for you? What?
That was sophomore
was that?
year, end of freshman year, going through like most of sophomore year of college.
Second semester of freshman year?
Like, well, our birthdays are like pretty much, yeah. It's pretty much the second semester of freshman year and first semester of sophomore year.
I don't know how significant that was.
I mean, well, that was still like kind of like, at least the freshman year was when we were still like starting dating, kind of.
I'm just remembering. I'm trying to remember like who my roommates were.
When did we have that film class together?
Oh, that wasn't until junior year.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay.
Well, whatever. I don't really remember 19. That's weird. It was just yesteryear, you know?
Oh my god. What's that line for the Titanic?
What do you mean? Oh, it's been 80 years, and I can still smell the fresh paint. The china hadn't been used. The beds have never been slept in. Titanic was the ship of... Alright, I need to shut up.
Alright, the coffee that we're drinking.
Yes.
I
love this bag.
We got a lovely package from... let's see here, from Lauren in Michigan, who sent us, like, the Michigan, like, how to be a Michiganite, or how do you say it?
A Michigander.
A Michigander.
What did you call it? Michelin Man?
Megan Tonjes is going to be so mad at me right now. I just said a Michiganite.
It's not Seattleite, babe.
Oh, my God.
What is a Pennsylvanian? That's boring.
Yeah.
Pennsylvania's just got a lot happening in the mouth.
Okay. So Lauren sent us this wonderful, like, Michigan 101 package that just gave us all these things. We got...
2 bags of coffee, and they both have the cutest bags I've ever seen. And so the one that we're drinking today... It's by the brand Big B Coffee, so I don't know if this is, like, a thing.
I feel like everybody that's from Michigan is just going to be, like, screaming at everything that we say that was in this package.
And this is the...
It's on the front. Right there.
It's Big B Best. So I don't know if it's the best, but we're about to find out. It's in an orange bag.
Seasonal appropriateness, you know?
It's just so cute. Like, the sides of the bag have polka dots, and it says, make friends, drink great coffee, have fun. Like, how nice. That's
got a
things
nice,
I want to say.
It's got a nice matte finish to it.
Yeah, but the label on the coffee part, the actual, like, cup here.
There's just a lot of great design elements to this. It kind of has, like, a older, like, 50s diner kind of feel to it.
I really enjoy it, and it says to... what the Big B Best is it says our smoothest, mellowest blend. And I think that's kind of what we all aim to be.
Yeah.
Smooth and mellow.
Yeah.
And there's not a lot of people that can really do that. I sure as hell can't.
Let's try it.
Yeah, I think it's really good, though. It's just...
Yeah, that is mellow.
It's fucking good. Yeah, I really want to, like, keep drinking this. It's very not bitter, just real smooth,
We also, the other bag that we got is Michigan cherry flavor, which I don't know, is Michigan cherries, is that like a thing that Michigan's known for?
It probably is.
I didn't know that, but yeah. So that's
What's
the other
Washington's state fruit?
Well, I know Washington has the most vineyards outside of, like, California.
What is Washington's state fruit?
We're asking Siri live.
You said some shit. Oh my god, Chris, stop speaking! Oh my god!
Siri is freaking out.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna tweet that screenshot.
Screenshot! Oh, Scream Queens.
Okay, shut up. What is Washington's state fruit?
Let me think about that.
You think about that, Siri. Are there even state fruits?
Is it really apple? Like, that is so boring.
You'd think that'd be New York.
The Big Apple. Whatever. I'm sorry that I wasted your time with that shit.
Quality content.
A lot of people do ask Siri on their podcast things, and you know, that's what we're doing today.
So yeah, we got the Michigan cherry bag, we got the Bigby Best bag, we got some Better Made chips, which were barbecue flavor, but they had like a little bit of like a spicy...
They were spicy after finish.
Yeah.
I really like them though, because like...
Yeah, they were really fucking good.
Barbecue is always like a sweet ass
Spoiler alert, we already ate them.
Oh my god, yeah. Like, we got to the chips way before the coffee, because that's what we kind of are.
Yeah, and then there was also Verner's Ginger Ale Soda.
Oh, right.
That was good, too. And it says it's like... It was either your letter, I think, that said it was like super carbonated.
Yeah, she said that in the letter.
And you were right, but it was still good.
Yeah, I love a nice, like, tell me how you guys feel, because I don't drink soda anymore, but, like, I have it every once in a while. It's, like, a special treat, and it's really for, like, the bite of the carbonation. Like, that's what I'm there for.
Yeah.
Oh, we've talked about this many times. The soda ratio, like, the soda scale, if you will. So, the top tier soda drinking measure is...
Oh!
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
the top tier is getting it from a fountain. Like, the button.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the
but
best.
But it depends, though, because some fountains are shitty, and they give you, like, a hell of a lot more, like, carbonated water than they do syrup.
Okay, but an ideal amount... Like, I'm talking, like, your best fucking fountain drink.
Yes.
Like, in the perfect ratio. Then followed by a fucking can. But it has to be a super cold can. Like, your hand is frozen. Then bottle. Then glass with ice. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
Like, at your home. Like, you poured that shit out.
I hate that. That loses, like, half the carbonation when you do that shit.
It's just
like,
horrible.
I will fucking, like... I feel like people do that because they're, like, afraid to drink out of, like, the container that it comes in because of, like, germs or something like that. But I'll wash off the lip of the can, if that's the thing.
Well, like, even if you buy, like, a 2-liter or something. Like,
I'll drink it straight out of the 2-liter, you know what I'm saying?
But, like, didn't you used to disagree with me and you used to say can was the best soda receptacle?
Yeah, and, you know, I still don't know how I feel.
You don't? Because I think that's fucking wrong. Because you can get, like... a not cold can, and it ruins it.
Yeah, no shit. Then obviously a fountain is better.
Okay, but the fountain has more carbo. The more carbonation. That's carbo.
Listen, carbs. I'm cutting down on my carbs.
But anyway, that was a fizzy-ass ginger ale.
That was good.
It was really good. And it came, like, right when I was sick, and so it was just a good comfort for the tum, you know?
I gotta say, like, I never really... drank ginger ale when I was, like, sick, and I was always just drinking Gatorade. I wish I had known, like, the magic of ginger ale.
Oh, yeah.
When I was sick.
It's like, the soda, technically, like, I don't even think... I don't know. I feel like it could be a placebo, and it could be the carbonation, because they say that there's not, like, enough, like, real ginger in it for it to actually, like, do anything, but it's just kind of, like, that's what you think. And it's better to drink something, like, fizzy, like Sprite... or ginger ale when you're not feeling good that's, like, cold, then, I don't know. I hated Gatorade. It felt like I was drinking, like, salt water.
I really can't, I kind of, like, got myself to where I don't know if I can really drink Gatorade without being sick, because that's usually when I drank it. Only was when I was sick.
You know what was really good when I was sick? Orange juice.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good time.
Except for when you have a cold, because then, like, I didn't like it when I had a cold, because I felt like it was just, like... made me mucusy or...
I just... Okay. But, like, I just thought, you know, I'm drinking that.
Listen, we're just on completely different pages.
I understand. So anyway, thank you so much for this delicious, robust coffee blend.
Yes, that was a very fun package.
Mm-hmm. So, what's been new, Chris?
Well, the saga is over.
Oh, man.
We finally did it. We beat Super Mario 3D World 100%.
Every character, every flag, every star, every stamp, every level.
Everything. And that is like one of my greatest gaming accomplishments.
I mean, I feel so satisfied and also empty as fuck. I think, alright, so we finished this last night, and then we played Sims, and that was good. Sims was a good rebound, you know?
Yeah.
A good one. Today, I had work all day. I was doing a video. And then once we finished the video, and we were like, all right, we're not going to podcast yet because it's still doing construction. What do? We literally had no fucking idea what to do because we couldn't go anywhere. And so we were like, it was fucking raining as hell today, too. But fuck, Chris is gently taking off his shirt.
I am disrobing as we speak.
I really hope you could hear that. The fabric. So yeah, we finished that game and now... And we also finished because we had been rewatching Lost. And so, like, both of those finished at the same time.
Yeah, within, like, 2 days we finished both of those. And so now it's like...
Now, we don't know. So we need, like, a new show to work on, but we've seen everything. So, like, now I'm just kind of like, what the fuck?
Well, I think now it's time to work on the games. Because what we're going to do right now is we're going to play through Life is Strange again because the new episode comes out on the 20th. And so we want a refresher, and we want to pick up on all the little...
It's literally written on my calendar.
Like, the first time around, we were just so into shipping Max and Chloe that we didn't pay attention to anything else.
And we were just like, what the fuck is going on? Life is really strange. And we were just zip bap and booping.
And I thought we did, like, a pretty decent job of, like, getting, like, looking at everything, but
apparently didn't look at shit.
We didn't look at anything at all, so
we
we're gonna do it again.
need this time to really look at her journal, because we never fucking read that journal.
Oh, yeah. Like, first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna open it up and just see what's already there from the get-go.
And I don't even think we read through it, like, the whole way first time we played.
No.
Like,
and, like...
Because,
her
journal
spoil,
is
like,
annoying.
I'm not gonna spoil anything else about, like, what happens, but...
yeah, because it's fucking good and you should play it if you haven't already.
Definitely play it.
So good. But yeah, that comes out on the 20th.
It's fucked up that, like, I hate that Tales from the Borderlands, their last episode comes out on the same day, too.
Well, we haven't even played last episode.
Yeah, I know, because, like, Life is Strange has, not that I'm mad at it, but it's spoiled us from any Telltale games ever.
The Borderlands episode came out, and then... we had already been playing Life is Strange, and you were like, should we do it? Like, should we play the new episode of Borderlands? And, like, I was just really not feeling it at all.
It sucks, because, like, it's a fun story, and the characters are great.
I like the writing in that one, because it's really funny. I love that new robot.
Yeah,
he's really
Gortys.
fun. Yeah. So, I mean, we can play it for Gortys, but, like...
Yeah, I mean, we'll have to finish up the story, but, like, now it's just, like...
none of the decisions matter.
None of the decisions fucking matter at all.
I know. It makes me really sad. Life is Strange is a really, really,
and your
really
decisions
good story.
Actually really matter.
Like, you can have totally different stories if you do different things differently, and if you, like, don't save certain characters and shit, and, like, just totally different.
Your decisions can actually, like, affect whether somebody lives or dies. Like,
yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah.
We're also thinking of getting Yoshi's Woolly World as, like, our next kind of, like, co-op
Super Mario
thing to do. That's not out yet.
Is it a 3D game?
Like,
will the levels look like how they look?
No,
but I know they're going to be yarn.
It's more
Is it
of
2D?
a 2D, but, like, it still looks kind of 3D.
So it's like a side-scrolling situation?
Yeah, I think that's what it is. But, like,
I mean, I'm sure it's going to be really cool. And it's a 2-player game, so it's something fun that we haven't talked. I'm gonna make a video called, like, what I played, and I'm gonna be talking about Super Mario, like, in depth. So check that video out whenever that comes out. It's probably gonna be, like, Tuesday's video. But that game, like, fucking strengthened our relationship, I feel, just because of all the teamwork. Like, all of those stupid comm classes where I had to learn how to work in a small group. Yeah. Nothing could prepare
Honestly,
me.
Small group, you could play with 4 people on that. Nothing builds your communication more than trying to tell people what to do on that
and
game.
we didn't play where we threw each other off the side and
not
shit.
on purpose, at least.
Yeah.
There may have been some times where I threw you off the edge.
And I'm Toad, so I'm sinking right to the bottom.
Yeah.
Oh my god, so when we had to finish the game, we had to finish up Rosalina's character on finishing every level as her, and Chris had been playing as Rosalina to do it, but the final level, he needs Peach, and he has the timing correct with Peach, so I had to play Rosalina, and this slow-ass binge, it was a struggle. It really, there's nothing cool about that character, sorry.
So, yeah, we beat that, then you've been playing some Sims.
Been making all of my dream homes and Sims.
Yeah.
I gotta figure out how to start twitching that, so that I can do that. Because that would be fun. I could...
It'd be like our Minecraft stuff, except you could actually show what you want your real-life house to kind of look like.
Yeah, because Minecraft's hard, but we did do some fun creativeness with that.
We did pretty good with that. And I've been playing Star Wars Battlefront beta was this weekend.
Right.
And that was really fun.
The graphics are so cool.
Man, that fucking game... The graphics and the sounds, you haven't heard the sounds of it because I've been playing with the headset on, but I'll play it with it off one time.
I should wear the headset for a minute.
Oh yeah, you should. It sounds amazing, and they nailed the graphics and the sounds so much. I'm thinking about getting it. Comes out on the same day as our anniversary.
You can get it.
I'll pick our anniversary. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
I think I'm gonna go with the anniversary.
I think I might have to go with the anniversary.
You can still fucking buy it. And just
no,
play it the
I'm
next
gonna
day.
be into Fallout because the Fallout comes out a week before that. So
yeah,
I'm gonna wait and hold off on that for a little bit. It sucks. Literally, Tomb Raider, Fallout, and Battlefront all come out within a week of each other.
I really don't have any games coming out for a while. I'm sad.
I'm sure there's probably holiday,
and then we can buy stuff.
I'm sure there's holiday things that we're just not thinking of at the moment that you might be interested in.
I guess. I mean, there are just so many Sims expansion packs that I want, but I just also don't want to give EA any of my money.
Oh my
so
God.
It's frustrating as fuck. Because you have to buy an expansion pack just to be able to use hot tubs. There's a hot tub expansion pack.
I know.
It's $10.
That's the state of gaming.
I will swim over, I get a free pool,
Yeah.
whatever.
They fucking changed it so now that
it's just one of those. It's almost like a mobile game. It's you get in, you have this base game that I love the new social interactions of The Sims, the new moods and everything. Everything is super cute and the graphics are great, but the base game really doesn't have a lot to do. And so you have to buy these expansion packs if you want to be able to do stuff or play the game longer than a month. Before you get bored.
The big drama in the gaming world right now. It's because the mobile game
But then I think of GTA, who updates their game all the time, and it's always got tons of new items and new cars. And then now with all of these new online in these new missions that you don't even have to go into a mission
also,
to
the
do.
console got the video creation thingy that the PC had.
Yeah,
they have that too.
So they keep updating that game. And it's all, you spent $60 one time or twice if you're me and
you
ruined your
can
disc.
Buy shark cards for money.
But you don't have to buy money in that game because
really,
you play races enough. You fucking you're fine.
The Tomb Raider game has microtransactions in it, so you can buy cards and stuff.
And
it's really shitty.
There's no in GTA. There's no part of the store where it's to get a certain car you have to actually only be able to spend real money.
Yeah, true.
And
that's nice.
That's the whole And sometimes it's content that doesn't stay. They'll put out all this really cool stuff for Christmas and then we'll take it away when Christmas is over. But
that's different.
Whatever. Sims is you gotta buy stuff, and I don't feel on this brand new computer torrenting. At least torrenting Sims games, because that always fucks up and then you lose everything, and I'm not into that because I really like my houses. But anyway, I
did that. Been playing a lot of games.
Yeah, we've been playing a lot of games because that's how you don't spend money, folks. You just stay in your house and you play video games. No, just kidding.
I'm still I'm still in the mindset of I spent 4 years in college and I didn't get to play video games at all, and now I get a lot of time to play games actually.
You get
and
to
it's
catch
nice.
up.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Also, just a brief note: every technical issue with the show and the website is fixed.
Oh yeah,
Coffee
Chris fucked up.
iTunes works, SoundCloud works, CoffeeWithChrachel.net is the new website and new, like, home base of the show, basically. Home base. It all works. If you haven't checked out the website, go check it out. Let me know if anything doesn't work.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. But yeah, it's all good to go.
Yeah. So today is October 10th, and it's a Saturday. It's around 8 o'clock, just so you get the ambiance. And it's also Mental Health Day, World Mental Health Day. I keep fucking that up. My first tweet of the day about it was wrong, and I was like, fuck, I'm not doing this. So we figured that we would talk a little bit about mental health today. That was what my video was about today. It's just a day of that.
Yeah,
so,
I mean, go check out your video if you haven't.
Yeah,
I mean...
Just, a little short and sweet.
It was good. I liked it.
Well, I know. You were there. Chris is always there. But yeah, so I asked for questions. We both did on Twitter. And we're just going to pop into that because, pop it in the pan.
Popcorn.
You actually want to go get some creamer and shit because I'm running low and all.
I guess I could do that.
If you don't mind. So, I'll just start it off here. What advice would you give a person who is scared of pursuing relationships because they have anxiety?
So wait, like...
What advice would you give?
The person that's asking this has anxiety and they don't want to pursue a relationship because they have anxiety?
Or they're worried about their anxiety when pursuing relationships.
Okay, I get it.
Yeah. Now, it's weird because we didn't start dating... I wasn't, aware of, what the fuck was wrong, going on with my life. You know what I mean? I didn't know what I was feeling. And anxiety, a few years ago, honestly, 5 years ago, was something that, wasn't really talked about. And you just really would hear about, broader anxiety disorders, OCD disorder and other things like that, where those were more talked about. And so I didn't even, know what anxiety, as a disorder meant and, how that could apply to, how I was feeling. And so, that was something that was great when I got diagnosed because I was like, okay, now I fucking know what I'm dealing with.
There's a face and a name to this thing.
Yeah, but it was weird because, I wasn't, thinking, how is my anxiety going to fuck up dating you or whatever. Because I didn't know. I just thought I was, fucking annoying, That's how you feel when you're like, what is wrong with me? So I'd say to just, be open about it. You don't have to, spill your guts about, every issue that you face right off the bat. I don't recommend that. But I would also just be, kind of give them, a taste of what your personality is like, or, generally things that make you uncomfortable. I think these are conversations that are important to have with someone that you're interested in, in the beginning. Because, say your anxiety prevents you from wanting to go to, big, people gatherings, I don't know, something like that, a crowded space, and, they don't know that they want to take you to, a festival for your first date. You kind of have to, get that across right away that, maybe that's not a place they could feel comfortable in.
Yeah.
But it is hard. I feel like you just have to, bring it up, but you can't also let it, totally affect, the dating scene, because they're, it's, I don't know. I guess everybody's different, but, for me, I don't know. What do you think?
Man, the dating world is already really confusing.
I know.
So I'm trying to, I'm really... I
lucked out because, okay, I have an anxiety disorder and you're really shy. So we're not exactly, the most outgoing people in the world because of that. And so I feel like while you weren't dealing with, the stupid, irrational part of my anxiety, you shared some anxieties that I did have from just, socializing.
I don't have anxiety, but I'm just, I get anxious in certain situations.
Yeah.
So
we could bond over that pretty easily, and so, I would recommend finding someone, obviously, that could relate to you in that way, maybe not quite on your level, but at least, because I just think that's, a helpful way to go through life, because I don't know, if I was dating somebody that was just, super outgoing and spontaneous, could pick up plans in 2 minutes, and okay, you thought you were staying in tonight? No, just kidding. We have a party and a dinner, and I just can't do that shit. I need a day at least in advance to know what my fucking plans are for the next day. So I don't know. I avoided people like that in dating situations.
I guess I'd say, like, you know, like, don't, like...
limit yourself.
Yeah, don't limit yourself. Don't, like, not date because you're afraid of it. And as shitty as it sounds like, it would probably... There's going to be some people that, like, are just shitty about it, I'm going to say.
Oh, yeah.
There's going to be tons of people that are shitty about it, and... maybe won't give you a chance because of it, and that's terrible. Like, I really hate saying that, but like that's just the reality. There will be people that are like, okay, yeah, there'll be other people out there
who don't want to make it worse. That literally just want to be accommodating and understanding.
Yeah.
Like that's how you are. You know, you're just like, okay, I get it that you get real anxious. For example, I get really anxious when Chris is driving. And as I don't drive. People always are asking me why I don't drive. You know, like, these are just, duh, of course. I'm anxious. So, I don't know. I've let it really affect my life, I guess, in that way. But I get real anxious about you in the car. You know, I've been in a car accident. I don't like it. And so we have this, you know, understanding that when he's, like, leaving and we're not, like, together driving, he texts me when he gets to his destination. And that's it. I literally just have to see that, and then I'm done. Like, I don't have to be, like, texting you the whole time you're out. I just need to know that, like, you made it there alive, and I'm good now.
Yeah.
And you used to do that, like, you know, before you'd go to work and stuff and all that. So, like, you know, it was nice.
Yeah. So, as for the dating, I guess just... as for everybody else that's just trying to figure out the dating world, too... just still give it your best shot, and
eventually you'll land with somebody that, like, isn't out to, like, make it worse, you know? Like, they're just gonna be like, oh,
yeah.
Okay, I can see, like, something little as Chris leaving his read receipts on, you know, for me, because I like to know, like, that you looked at your phone and read my text. Like, if you're busy, like, if you're at work and I say something like, Squeezy got sick, you know, I like to know that you read it, but, like, I know, I can understand, like, you don't have enough time at the moment to, like, reply to it, but just me seeing that you read it gives me, like, okay, he saw this message that was important, you know, over it. So, like, just little stupid shit like that, you know? It's just nice that, like, there will be people that are, like, willing to accommodate.
At the end of the day, how fucking big of a deal is it for me to, like, have... for, like, that kind of thing, like, leave read receipts on, or, like, just to shoot you a text when I've arrived at a destination, like,
yeah,
it's not...
And you know it's because I care about you. Like, I wouldn't be anxious about it, you know what I mean, if you didn't, you know, so it just leads up to that. It's like, yeah. Trust me, like, don't I feel frustrated that, like, I can't just, you know, hear that he's, like, on his way home from work, and I'm just like, you know, I wish that wasn't the case, but whatever. Okay, next question. Do you think that living in a big city affects your anxiety at all?
I'm going to try and chime in as much as I possibly can on these conversations.
But everybody can have anxieties about things.
I know. I'm not trying to disqualify myself. I just feel like you are a better voice.
I'm more experienced with fear.
You are more experienced with anxiety than I am. Because
I know. But I want to hear your experience.
Well, I'm still going to just chime in as best I can.
Yeah, so give me your answer.
Okay, so big city.
Yeah. Has it made it worse for you?
I mean, I feel like in a way, I'm going to say no, because there's a ton of people, like a fucking ton of people. And so, like, chances of, like, if I were to do something, like, really embarrassing or stupid or something that I would be, like, anxious about, like, it's a lot different if you do that in a high school where, like, everybody knows you. Whereas compared to, like, in a big city where what are the chances of you ever running into these people ever again?
True. I still don't have that mindset. Like, I can't fuck up in a store. Like,
yeah.
You know, and if I fuck up in a store, I'm like, oh, God. But, like, I know you're like, I'm never going to see these people again. So, you always say that shit. Like, because you're always the type to, like, if there's actually something going on at, like, a restaurant or something where, like, you need to, like, talk to, like, a waiter again about something or, like, complain in any way, even though you're super polite about it, I, like, die and have to, like, run away from you and, like, can't be around. Yeah, and, like, you're like, well, it's fine. Like, no one's ever going to see us again. I'm like, but still, like, they were here. They witnessed it. I don't know.
So what would you say?
I don't know, like, yes and no. Like, yes, like, I don't know anybody here, so, like, the anxiety of, like, how the fuck am I gonna meet people? And, like, honestly, now that we've been living here over a year and I have friends, I'm like, oh my god. It just took, like,
technology is a magical friend.
Yeah, well, yeah. But, like, it took longer than it probably would have taken if I had, one, worked in an environment with other people, or two, still been in school. Like, think about how easy it was to make friends when you were in school.
Well, yeah, and your situation's even more unique, because most people are in a job where they are out in a place, you know?
So, yeah, it did take longer, but, like, now I'm good. So I'm, like, happy about it. So it was anxious about that. And also, I think, and this is, like... sorry if I'm gonna be like triggering, but for me, I'm like, I live in a big city, and that means it could be a threat for some sort of like big bad thing to happen. And so I think about that when I think of, per se, midnight premieres of movies. I will not attend them here. I honestly, and like, I know it could happen anywhere, but like, I won't. And it sucks that one instance had to fuck that up for me. But, like, it's just, you know, little things like that. I'm like, okay, well, it's likely more bad things could happen in a highly populated city.
Well, the thing is, I'm not going to go there, actually. I'm not going to bring politics in. I was going to say, you just need to bring your guns.
Oh, right.
That'll make you feel safe.
Yeah, no. It's, like, I don't want... And it is an open carry state. And that also gave me a lot of anxiety. And as also Pennsylvania was, too.
Yeah, but Pennsylvania was open carry on top of... everything else that's terrible about Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania was
that's
open.
Like the one thing that's like, Washington, why?
I know, but it's because it's only really liberal, like, in the city.
Seattle,
and everything outside of it is not.
Everything else is really,
Yeah, but, you know, those are little things. So, but, like, at the same time, I feel a lot less anxiety when I'm walking around knowing that I don't know any of these people. And so there's no, like, I don't have any, like, negative history with people here. And there's not, like, I'm not going to run into my parents. And I'm not going to run into people that have done me harm in the past. So it's, like, that part is, like, hell yes. Liberating as hell. I can just walk and do my errands and not have to worry that, like, someone is watching me or whatever.
I feel like a little bit of that is just due to the fact that, like, you move to a new place in general. It doesn't have to be a big city.
Yeah,
because,
I know.
Like, you don't...
I feel like one of these fucking days, I'm just gonna, like, go off the grid. Like, I say this, but, like, I totally feel like I could, like, I don't know, do something and then spend the rest of my life, like, locked up, like, off the fucking grid, living in, like, the smallest town, going under a new name. Like, I like, totally, you know, in Gone Girl, like, that's not to that degree.
Oh my god.
But, like, you know, when she just, like, leaves and is, like, changes her, she just dyes her hair, and she's like, alright, good, I'm good. Like, that's good.
Literally, all you have to do is dye your hair.
I know, because that's it. Like, I should just go blonde and then just be done. Like, we're done. No. I'll probably do that one day.
Alright, what else?
Oh, right.
Yeah, what else we got going on?
Sorry about that, binge. You know. So, the beginning of Coffee with Rachel makes me pee every freaking time. I'm sorry.
To set the mood here while you're looking for a new question, we've got a nice flannel candle burning.
Ooh.
It's very nice. It's one of my faves.
It smells nice.
It's VV nice.
Okay. I'm assuming this is a question for me. How did you gain strength to share your story? Are there parts of you that still have trouble talking about it and don't share certain things? So, like, I'm assuming this is, like, my mental health story. So, like, if you don't know me at all, if you're just listening to this and you're like, who are you? I'm Rachel Whitehurst.
Who is she?
Who is she? I make YouTube videos, and probably I started talking about stuff like this in college, but not to the degree of as I am now. Like, you know what I mean? I feel like... it was all, like, speculative before.
That's back when you were still a beauty guru.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, I make videos about it, and I do get this question all the time where it's like, how the hell do you have the courage to talk about mental illness knowing that, like, it's heavily, you know, stigmatized? And I think the reason why I do it is because I get so many fucking messages and replies and things like that that are like, yo, you just put into words feelings I've never been able to verbalize. And that is, like, why I do it, because I watched videos or read things that I was like, yo, and had that moment where I finally realized what I was feeling and that there was a word for it. And, like, that's why I continue to talk about it. Like, I plan on making a couple of videos one about, like, things, I think it was going to call it, like, anxiety is, and then it was just going to be, like, a bunch of instances that give me anxiety, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I think you might have
talked about this before.
Yeah.
And then I got a question that was, like, really interesting, and they were like, I don't have any mental illness, but I just want to know, like, how does it feel? Like, what does it feel like to be depressed? And so I kind of want to talk about that in a video, because it's like a feeling of a no feeling. It's just, like, a very confusing thing, but, like, if I could describe it in a way that makes it tangible for someone that might be experiencing it, but, like, not knowing. Because, like, when you're depressed and you don't know you're depressed, actually, you should totally watch this video by my friend Marina. She makes videos, they're called, like, she does videos about mental health and feminism. She has, like, Feminist Fridays. But she did a video that was, like, I didn't know I was depressed. And you should all watch it, because it was totally me too. And she's really funny, but it was a really good video. And when you don't know you're depressed, you just think, like, all of your shittiness is just, like, you being a terrible person or lazy or anything like that, until you realize that it's not you necessarily, and then you're like, oh.
Yeah.
And that's when things can start to change, I feel like. So
I feel like that's, like, it's awesome that you do that kind of, you and other people that are doing this kind of content do this, because I feel like the hardest thing for people that aren't suffering to, like, grasp the idea is that there is no, like, tangible, like, if you have a fucking cold, you've got fucking
symptoms.
You've got symptoms. You got boogers in your nose. Like, you're blowing your nose constantly. You got a sore throat. Whatever. Those are, like, kind of tangible things. This is all going on in your head, which doesn't make it any less real.
And, like,
but it's just, like, it's hard for somebody that can't can't see what's going on, like, other than, like, the things that are happening because of it. Like, you know, you can't leave your bed or whatever. But, like, they
don't know what it.
So, like,
means.
having a video to kind of just, like, describe and put into words the best you can what it's like might help people be able to identify it and, like, just understand the concept of it, and, like, so that way they can understand and be empathetic and stuff.
Because, like, I know that, like, a light went on when I first heard something about, like, someone comparing, you know, why can't we just think of mental health the way that we think of, like, physical health? And, like, you know, you don't shame somebody for going to the doctor to get treatment for a virus, you know? And, like, it wasn't until I read that kind of, like, comparison that I was like, oh, you know what? Like, that is so true. Yeah. And, like, yeah. And just the way it makes you feel, like, it's confusing. And when you have, you know, people in your life that might be causing it too, and you don't even know, like, what damage they're doing, like, that's why I talk about it, because it's like, I want to, like, alert people that might be having those feelings to be like, yo, this is actually what might be going on. And then you can just reach out to someone, because there are ways to get help without spending money on it. Because I know that's, like, one of the other questions I get all the time is, like, how can you afford therapy? And it's like, okay, well, I have Obamacare because YouTube doesn't give me fucking healthcare. And so I, luckily, with that, can get therapy for free. And that is life-changing. I used to pay, when I was still on my parents' very good medical insurance, I still had to pay $15 co-pays. And that, I was like, oh my god, the healthcare system, like, that's...
I thought it was going to be,
I thought that was pretty damn good. And then I moved
that
here.
That still is pretty damn good.
And, like, that might just be because of my state and everything, and I'm very fucking privileged to live where I do. But yeah, I don't pay a cent towards my therapy, and I'm getting weekly therapy sessions and helping myself, and, like, that is so cool. And so I know that, like, we don't really want to talk about, like, politics, but, like, hey, it benefits me in that way, and, like, who knows where I would be if I didn't get to, like, go back to therapy right now, you know? So, like, it fucking helps, and I'm passionate about that. So there are ways to get it for free. And, like, online resources too. Like, honestly, just, like, meeting people online and who are also dealing with it, that's been, like, probably the most helpful. Like, I have a few friends of mine that are, like, very, very similar in their struggles, and so we can, like, talk to each other, and it just, like, just talking to someone that fucking gets it is so comforting.
I think now we are finally getting to the point where we are where the general population is starting to realize the benefits of our connected world. Because everybody was just trashing social media, like when social media, when social media first like came on the scene. It's like, oh my god, people just posting food pics and talking about the random thoughts on their mind on Twitter and stuff.
Yeah, everyone made fun of Twitter, and it's
like back in like the MySpace days and stuff like that, like just shit talking like all these people and instant messaging and stuff, like just being instantly connected. Everybody was shitting on being connected.
We don't need instant gratification, but it's like for some people that instant gratification could be instant fucking
But now
help.
we can talk to everybody from around the world and realize that these common themes from around the world are actually like, you know, this mental illness thing, and it happens to millions of people, and all these people are finally coming together, being connected, getting all of the information, realizing they're not
sharing
alone.
help. Like there's subreddits that are just like devoted to helping. I mean, like, Reddit can be really shitty in certain areas.
You gotta get to the right corners.
You gotta go find the right ones. Yeah. Like, okay, skincare addiction, a great one. Yeah. No one is after anything negative on that website. We're just all trying to get the best skin ever. But, like, yeah, so, I don't know, we just went on a tangent.
The technology and like the YouTube sharing, the tweets, having the hashtag World Mental Health Day,
and having that trending. And to be honest with you, I didn't know it was World Mental Health Week until I think it was like Connor Manning posted a video. Yeah. And like, I'm not always up to date on everything, you know. I try not to. I
feel like there's like a national or like a world or international kind of day thing that
for everything
every day, and
but, like,
I don't know what it is.
If I didn't even know it. And, like, just think about all the people that, like, are not normally thinking about mental health, and then they see that hashtag, and they might, like, look up an article, or they might click on a video that they see tweeted, and they might fucking learn something, and that is cool.
Yep.
So.
The conversation is being more and more open now that we have, like, these means of communicating, and it's pretty great.
What was the moment you decided or came to the realization you needed to get professional help? That's a great question. Oh, that's... Ooh.
I would say...
I know exactly when it was.
Okay, well, you know exactly when it was. I'm gonna...
Like, I know the time.
I'm gonna take a shot and just say that, like, it's when you were finally able to go away to college, and not to say, like it was me, but, like, and there was somebody there to, like, help you realize that, like, it's not just, like... It's something that's wrong with you, but like, just like how your family's saying, like, oh, it's something that's, there's something wrong with you, but like, you don't need therapy, you're just wasting somebody's time, you know what I mean? But like, there was somebody else to be like, well, if you think there's something wrong with you, like,
if there's something that you want to fix, you can go and do that.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I don't know. Am I, like, on the ball there?
Well, yeah. I was just thinking, like, time frame, like, when it was.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of like college, and, like, when it was that kind of time when you went away to college.
Because, like, I didn't even really know what I was dealing with until probably, like, my freshman year of college. And then I started to, like, understand, like, what I was dealing with. And then junior year of college was my lowest point ever, I would say. Right? I don't think I've ever been... low. Oh, senior year was pretty bad too. It was like those 2 years. It was like those years. Like, those probably were my...
I mean, junior year was when you were, like, changing majors and, like, I'm not sure what I'm doing and stuff like that. That was a very... I would still say junior year, even though senior year was not that great.
But my living situation and, like, it was just not...
Junior year was definitely the lowest.
And I was when I was having the most, like, problems and, like, just suicidal thoughts and stuff. And so the first thing I wanted to do was take a break from school because I couldn't fucking handle it because I was so depressed.
Even if you could have, like, not done, like, a full course load even.
Yeah, even just, like, something. But, like, with the full course load thing, financial aid doesn't cover you if you're a part-time student.
Yeah, that's
and so I either had to, like, stop and take, like, a break, like, totally, or continue.
Which I was game for you, just...
I know, you wanted me to stop. You wanted me to take, like... I just wanted a semester so that I could go to therapy and just, like... I was gonna die. Like, let's be honest. I was when I was self-harming. It was just bad. And so I needed help, and I was going to the school counselor who, like, didn't know anything and just was, like... basically, because I was, like, failing all of my classes because I was so depressed that I couldn't go. And then the school counselor thought that, like, I was depressed because I was failing, but that
and
was
so they were like, well, go to class.
It's like, oh, well, like, do you need help, like, I don't know, like, do you need a tutor? I'm like, no, I'm actually really smart. I just can't move. I can't feel any motivation to pick up a book and get prepared. Like, it was just bad. And so that was when, you know, you decided, because, like, I was chicken shit to, like, ask my family, because, like, my family was, at the time, like, helping me pay for school, you know, like, they're paying, like, the bulk of my tuition, but we still have loans out in my name, you know, like, that's how it works.
And so, they're co-signed on the loans.
And they're co-signed on the loans. Yeah. And so we had to ask them, you know, I couldn't just, like, drop out and then just, you know, like, without talking to them about it. And so I was scared as fuck. And so you did it. And you were just, like, you know, trying to be honest with them. And you told them that you thought that it was in my best interest to take a semester off and go to therapy because I was suicidal. And they legit laughed at you.
Yeah.
They did not believe that it was a thing. And so that was when I was like, well, fuck it. I'm going to try and see if I can, like, go to therapy and not cost any money. And so for a while I was keeping it, like, a little secret because I had to ask my therapist. I was like, you know, is this going to show up on their, like, medical bills if, like, I'm going to therapy and it's, like, on their medical insurance? And they were like, yeah, it will. And I'm like, fuck. And so, like, they did end up knowing about it and they, like, were really disapproving of it. And I didn't even like that therapist, but I still wanted to go because I was like, fuck this. And, like, the therapist wanted, like, my parents to, like, come in and, like, have a group thing if, like, we were gonna try and fix that.
Never happened in a million.
They were like, no, you know, it, and, like, Chris came to meetings with me and Chris fucking helped, and because, like, that was a mess. And then we started focusing on Seattle, and then I got help out here and it's all good. But that was when I was like, I need help because I'm hurting myself and thinking about hurting myself all the time. So this is probably when I should start to look into this.
Yeah.
And so if that's something that you're feeling right now, I really hope that you go and just find any way of being able to tell someone about what you're going through, whether it's a professional or someone you know online or something, because, like, no one needs to be going through that alone. And you deserve to be able to, like, fucking change it, because you can change it. Like, I haven't self-harmed in years, maybe. Like, when was that?
Well, it was junior year, which was, oh my god, what are times? That was 2012 to 2013 is, like, first and second semester.
Yeah, so it's probably been at least a year and a half to 2 years. I don't really remember.
It's crazy that that's only, like, a year and a half to, like,
I
2
know,
years.
and, like, just think about, like, how different I am now.
Yeah, true.
Like, and you don't even realize it. Like, you go and get a little bit of help, even if it's not the best. Like, I didn't really like that therapist. I wasn't even talking to him about me liking women because I was terrified of that. Because at the time I was like, oh my god, like, what if I'm just gay, but I love Chris, and I'm just, like, you know, with him because he's, like, an exception. Like, I didn't really, like, understand, like, how I was feeling at the time because everything was just so confusing and I was going through so much. And so, like, I wasn't, like, honest with my first therapist, and so, like, that's probably why I didn't get the best help. But, like, even getting, like, that not the best help fucking
you got
helped.
some really good info.
I did get some really good advice on anxiety management. Yeah. Not so much the depression shit or, like, changing myself in a better way.
Every
but
little bit helps.
Yeah, and so, like, you don't, and, like, think about it. It's only been, like, 2 years or whatever since.
Time is a crazy thing.
And like, when you're depressed, time moves really weirdly. But, like, that's why it's, like, when you're going through depression, like, time is all very, like, one thing. And so, like, it's really hard to differentiate. Like, I forget most of the last few years of college just because I spent it in a fucking, like, not me bubble, you know? Like, it just wasn't real. And so now that I look back, I'm like, wow, that was only 2 years ago and I was in that place, and now I'm here and, like, suicide is the last thing I would ever be even thinking about. It's like, fuck. And, like, this is after, you know, I've had some pretty large things happen to me since then, and I was able, like, what if I had come out to my family junior year. I wasn't, like, I didn't even know I was bi then. Like, I didn't know what I was. But, like, imagine if I had came out to them then, in that vulnerable state. So,
yeah.
You know, I don't know. If that gives you any kind of hope, because, like, things can fucking change so fast, and it won't be until you're on the other side that you're like, yo, that fucking turned around real quick.
The, like, pinpoint in time that you decided to get help is when you wrote that, instead of writing your final exam essay, you wrote that, letter.
Have I talked about that?
I think you talked about that.
Yeah. It might have been in a video, though.
Oh.
Yeah, it was a video.
You've definitely talked about it in some form or another. I don't know.
Yeah, because, like, the thing that happened was, like, that was the year that I was not going to class.
That was junior year, yeah.
Yeah, and so I had this one English class that I actually really liked, and I loved my professor, and I felt awful that she probably thought I was just, like, this horrible student, because I wasn't coming to class. And so the last day, it was, like, a final exam. We had to write, like, an essay in, like, a blue book. And I had not read any of this material, had no idea what the question was even referring to, so I literally just wrote her a letter about, like, how sorry I was that I wasn't coming to class and what I was going through and how I was depressed. And then she, like, I turned it in and, like, fucking left. And, like, I don't even know, like, how that happened or, like, why, but I just think I needed to, like, tell an adult because I couldn't tell my family because they weren't taking me fucking seriously. And then I told her, and she called me, like, that day and then set me up with the school counselor. So she had, like, all the right intentions. I just hated the school counselor. But, like, she did exactly what she was supposed to do. She got me in the right path. And, like, it just takes one stupid thing like that, like, you telling a stupid teacher or, like, a fucking coach or anyone that just, like, might point you in the correct direction. It might even be me, like, pointing you in some direction. Like, the smallest thing can make the biggest difference. And so, like, if it weren't for me sitting down and writing that, and then her being like, let's get you hooked up with the counselor, and then me not being satisfied with that counselor and Googling to find a new therapist, like, who knows where I'd be right now. That's cool. Like, I feel like this is
we went on that question
a depressing podcast. Maybe?
Yeah, sorry guys.
I mean, what can you do?
We wanted to
talk about this today.
This podcast, we want to have our fun episodes too, but we want to have episodes where we talk about, like, important things.
Okay. Did you feel like you had to hide your anxiety or depression when you were younger, or feel like it was your fault? I don't think I was, like, consciously trying to hide it because I didn't know what I was dealing with, but I definitely thought it was all me, and I was told it was all me. And, like,
yeah,
there are definitely things that happened in my life that definitely caused some of this shit. Not all of it. I feel like I was always probably prone to this. And the weird thing about my family is that we don't speak to any of our family members, and so I have no idea if, like, I have extended family, aunts, uncles, cousins that have dealt with mental illness, and it probably would have helped me to know that. And, like, my dad's brother has a mental illness. I actually don't even know what it is. And, like, the way that they would talk about it was so horrible, and, like, just, just, like, saying all the things that you don't want to hear as someone that's mentally ill. And now me, like, in the future, like, me now, like, thinking about that, I'm like, fuck, like, that's just, it was horrible, and no wonder I never felt comfortable talking about this to them. Like, if I were to, like, I just, like, could imagine, like, me sitting down with my sister and being like, hey, like, I'm suicidal. I think she would be like, the fuck? That's so
Why don't
fucking
you just,
weird.
like, be happier?
It would be like, it would be like, that's fucking weird. Like, you're fucking weird. And it's like, okay, well, I also want to die, so, like, you're not helping. Not currently, but, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, yeah, I don't know. I definitely... And, like, like, there's an expectation to, like, be normal, whatever that means. And so, like, when you're younger, like, you're trying to, like, do what they want you to do so that you're, like, a normal kid. But, like, you're not feeling that way.
I would say you were hiding it, but subconsciously, like, you didn't even know what you were hiding. But I feel like you were probably hiding it.
Yeah. I just kept being told, like, there's something wrong with you.
Yeah.
And so, like, there comes to be a point where you, like, fucking, like, are like, yeah, okay, maybe there is, and then that's shitty. And maybe had that not been instilled in me at such a young age, maybe I wouldn't have developed mental illnesses. You never know.
Yeah.
But, like, one day I was like, maybe there is something wrong with me, and that was, like, when I decided to get help. And then whatever.
Yeah.
Who knows what the actual cause was, but, that's something I'm still trying to figure out. So I can move past it, because that's the best part. What are your favorite ways to practice self-care? I love talking about this. So, yoga. We love yoga. Especially, really sweet, relaxing yoga that's not a workout. Like the stuff for anxiety relief.
More meditative yoga, less exercising yoga.
Stuff that just makes your body feel good and relaxes your mind.
Stretching kind of ones where, stretching the shit out always feels nice, you know what I mean? Then you end it and you're like, oh, I'm all loose and limber and I feel great.
I do love the adult coloring books, though I haven't been picking mine up lately, but it's because the shows we've been watching, I feel like I have to really pay attention to. And usually I can just, absentmindedly watch a show while coloring, and it's fine. So I have to pick that back up.
We've also been Marioing a lot.
Yeah.
And you can't color while doing it.
Video games are probably, my biggest self-care thing, because I can get really locked in, and then I can just focus on a task, and if I don't have anything else that I'm supposed to be doing, if I'm not using video games to, not do my work that I need to get done, then it's, a nice thing for me.
Yeah.
Also, taking really long showers, and then really, because that's the one thing, when you're feeling, horrible, the last thing you want to do is wash yourself. And so you just start to, stop showering, and you start to not care, and then there's, a time where you just, kind of wake up a little bit, and you're like, all right, I kind of need to, take a shower. And that first shower is what always, turns around the better part of your week. Because, depression for me, moves in cycles. So, I'll have, one cycle where I'm, really low, and then I move back, and then I slowly get back, and it's usually the shower that, starts me off again. And it helps, and I, actually might shave a few bits. And you're like, whoa, it's crazy.
So,
dust off those razors.
Like I said, I'm not suffering from anxiety or depression, but, I definitely have had times where I have been anxious or just really, really, really down.
Yeah,
and, when I lost my job at Xbox, I was really, really fucking sad.
We did a whole lot of yoga during that, folks.
And for more than just, a day or two, I was really sad. And so, like you said, showers for me are my number one is showers.
It's the Pisces.
It's the Pisces, man. It's great. And so I go into the shower. I was showering just every day.
He was showering a few times a day just to feel good.
And I don't know what it is, but it just made me feel great. And so I think I mentioned that when Lindsay and Megan were on the show too.
Yeah. Also cooking a good meal for yourself that you know is good for you is also something that I think. Because, when you're really depressed, you eat nothing great, and you just want what's quick and simple, or you might not even have an appetite, because that happens to me, too, where I just do not have an appetite all fucking day, and then I get a headache, and then I'm like, I must eat, and then I eat something and, hate it, but it's just, whatever's fast, but, cooking a good, healthy meal for yourself is, so satisfying. You know you're taking care of yourself. God, I know everybody on Tumblr is just moisturize your skin, but that too, honestly, putting effort into caring for anything, whether it's just putting on moisturizer or painting your fucking nails or I don't know, playing some music that you really like while doing your favorite thing, playing Sims, I don't know, just doing something that you know gives you the most joy and can distract you the best.
Yeah.
Is my recommendation.
Anything else we got going on there?
Oh, let me see.
While you're looking, these questions are coming from Twitter. We'll use the hashtag CoffeeWithChrachel, as always. If you want to ask a question, you can use that anytime.
Oh, yeah.
Not just when we're asking for questions, but just let us know if there's anything you want our opinions or thoughts on.
Of course.
So we're about an hour in now, so let's see, do one or possibly two more, and then we'll go into bench land.
All right. Let's just ending on a fun one here. Are your guys' wardrobes robust and ready for fall, or do you need to pick up a few things? I went shopping a little while back and got myself, I didn't buy any black clothing, which was crazy. Think about that. It was like two...
Times truly are changing. Life really is strange.
Life is strange. I bought 2 orange sweaters, so I was like, yes, I'm ready. And I got a green one, and I have enough fucking makeup in my life to do fall stuff, and I've been wearing, like, actual eyeliner and stuff, so it's been great.
I noticed you're breaking out the eyeliner a little bit more.
It's because it's not hot out. Like, the thing for me is, like, I don't like to do my eyeliner and then rest my hand on my face, because when it's hot, your makeup is just going to smear when you do that. Yeah. And so when it's not hot, you can do that.
Yes.
When you're not just always sweating from every pore, that's when I can wear eyeliner again.
And I think my wardrobe could use a couple things. I got a nice new pair of shoes.
Oh, yeah.
But,
yeah, I think you need some sweaters, really.
I could use some new sweaters, you know.
You got the jackets, you got the pants, you got the shoes. You just need some sweaters. Or, like, long-sleeve tops. I feel like you don't have a lot of...
Something along those lines, yeah.
You got a lot of short sleeves.
Tops. I need some tops.
You need some blouses.
Yeah.
Just, yeah. You want to pull up the old bencherinos?
Yeah, I got them right here.
We can bench it up. It's like we do the depressed version of this.
Oh, my God.
I'm just kidding. No. We're not.
What is our theme, though?
Theme. Fuck. I mean, have we done fall things yet? We might have.
Yeah, we have done fall things. Let's do...
I know. It's a big undertaking. I mean, we could do... How about we do, like, House Hunters version?
We have done House Hunters, too.
Well, who cares? I mean, we did Guy Fieri, like, 18 times.
I was thinking, what if we did, like, Super Mario 3D World?
I was thinking that, too, but it's like, is that too niche?
Is that too niche?
Fuck it, we're gonna do it. If you don't like it, it only happened one time.
Let's see how it goes. We'll change the theme midway if we don't think we have enough. First off, we have Carissa, and I'm going to say you are the cat suit that Rachel loves to put on so much while playing Super Mario 3D
Yes,
World. Like,
I do.
Not in real life. I mean...
the cat suit that I wear in real life, it's actually my skin.
It's actually just the cats all over you.
Honestly, anything I put on is a cat suit with that fur.
Stephanie.
Okay, you are the steps that I'm climbing up as my little toad.
Brittany. Oh my God! Somebody sneezed in the hall.
I don't know what that was. Brittany Owen. You are Chris, who owes me so much like love for being able to finish the final level as Rosalina.
Oh my God! All right, true. Allison Shannon.
You are the alligator.
Wait. I'm thinking. There was one level that had Alley in the name. Like,
oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Fuck.
That's you though.
It's a like Searchlight Alley or something like that.
Oh fuck that
know,
level!
Like,
I hate the Searchlight.
Okay, you are that level.
Yeah, fuck you.
Angelica Feliz.
Oh, you are the gel, like square blob things that like are purple, but they expanded to yellow electrocution bullshits.
Yeah.
And you bop them. Yeah, that's you.
Raleigh Blevins.
Oh, Blevo Meister.
You are the Blevmeister that's writing in the Miiverse after the level.
Yeah, that's it. Sarah Seaman. You are the sea of blue lava, that one level that's the worst level in the whole game that we always fall into.
Exactly.
Ooh, Squeezy's coming over.
So this Bencho has let us know that we have been saying their name wrong as well.
Oh, fuck.
So, I mean, just like... You just said you were afraid to just let us know, because we don't want you to feel bad.
We need to know.
We need to know, guys. If we're saying any of your names wrong, let us know.
Someone
except for you, Blevo, because you're just the Blevmeister, not Stay.
I don't even care if what if the B was silent the whole time? If it's just Levmeister. Like, I don't give a shit.
Okay, so this is Dana Daly.
That makes a lot more sense, TBH.
That makes a lot more sense.
You are the daily rage quit that we would do, where we would throw the fucking, like, Wii U game tablet surfboard. When we would just be really mad.
Yeah. Lenny Wells.
Oh my God.
You were the tears that were welling up in your eyes as we finished the game forever.
I did cry.
You did?
I thought there was going to be, like, something that happened at the end and nothing happened.
Yeah, that was really sad.
Kylie Williamson. You are the...
willpower that we had to get through
Red Hot Run.
Like 5 times, because you have to play each level like 5 times through. To
At
beat it all.
least.
Yeah. Betsy Moscaso.
You are the bitsy little Goombas that would sometimes come out of the trees when you shake them.
Oh, yes. A good one. Megan Wilson.
Ooh. Another willpower. You are the...
Ooh, you are the mega mushroom that turns you into a giant version of yourself.
And then you smash shit.
You smash everything.
A good time.
Perfect. Kelly K.
You are the cadence to the overall level in the Boo Haunted Mansion levels.
That went places.
Yeah. Suck my ass.
Brittany Livingston.
You are me constantly staying in one place, living while Chris would do something and die. Claire Wood. Oh, you are the wood boxes that I would smash into with my little tail.
Oh, yes. And some of those little Goombas would sometimes come out of those, too.
Fuck them.
Kelly Adams.
You are the, the...
Adamant.
Adamant... Wait.
What enemy would be described as adamant?
The Fort Fire Bros.
Oh my god.
The fucking turtles with the flame throws.
Yeah.
They were adamant about killing us.
Yeah.
Because they always fucking did.
There it is. Temple Murray.
You are the murky...
The murky waters on the levels where, like, you had to ride, like, a wooden raft that, like... Yeah, those waters were murky.
Murk my bird.
Hannah Peterson.
That was the realization that you could use your hand on the fucking gamepad to do a lot of things that we didn't know. Like, we were playing the game, and then Chris realized he could, like, kill enemies by, like, using the touchscreen. And we were like, wait.
What?
We suck.
Jenna Gordonier.
You are the gorgeous state of Toad as a blue cat.
Oh. Melissa Andrade.
You are the determination we had the whole fucking time to finish this goddamn game.
That's something to be glad. We had a lot of determination.
Yeah, we did.
Sasha.
Are the
let me think here. You are the
soft
oh my god.
Squishy nature of those boing boings.
The boing boings?
You know, the like orange little thing that you would jump on. It was a little gelatinous, and you would it would jump you a little bit like a trampoline.
Oh, those little trampoline thingies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The boing boings.
Oh, boing boings.
As I like to call them.
Okay.
That's you. Okay.
Rebecca Whittington. You are the Whittington. Rebecca Whittington.
The weather that swiftly changes as you load up the one level where you have giant plastic Bowser.
Oh my god, yes. That's the final level. Sort
no,
of.
It's not.
In a way.
It's the halfway point, folks.
Michaela Jernigan. You are the journey through...
hell and back.
Hell and back to get through every single fucking world in this damn game.
Brandy. You're the fucking Brandy that I needed to finish this game.
Yep.
Not that we did, but we could have used you.
Yep, perfect. Marisa Bell. Oh my god, you are the bell that is like the thing you pick up to become a cat. It's a little bell that like you put on your neck, you know? Perfect.
You know?
There we go. Larry Brinson Jr.
Ooh.
You are the
brisk, cool sensation of those giant cloud bitches that blow this icy gust on you. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
I was going to say that, or No, I'm going to save what I was thinking of for somebody else. We might need it.
Yeah.
Okay, Sarah Carlisle.
Your fucking Bowser's car.
Yeah, I was just going to say, your Bowser's fucking car that you destroy like 17 times.
Oh my god, that's so stupid. It's easy, but you still have to do it.
Lexi Ortiz.
I mean, he could have been driving a Lexus.
Oh my god.
You never... a Bowser Lexus. I feel it.
Brittany Cella. You are the cello that is most definitely in the orchestra that is making the music.
Miiverse. Yeah.
Bridget Dubin. Dubin.
You are the
bridge that you have to cross
up
in the level. I mean, there's like, I can think of a couple of different bridges that were
I can think of a couple of bridges that were pretty significant that you just had to fight your way across. Squeezy's looking at us and throwing us so much shade right now.
Squeezy's like...
He's like, you guys are stretching so far.
As he reaches his paw. Alright, Grayson Clark.
You are the
gray...
Whoa.
You are the gray...
skeleton?
Well, no, there's one level that's, like, gray toned.
Oh, it's like black and white.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's you.
That's you. Perfect. Blinn Vance.
You are me taking advantage of the boomerang.
Oh, that's a very powerful
I love that one.
Hillary Gay.
You are not how I feel completing the blue lava level. I don't feel
You are
gay.
the hills. The very first level is called, like, Super Hill Land or something like that. Yeah, so that's you. You are the level that just made us fall in love with the entire game.
Oh my god. Hillary.
Gabby Chambers.
Yo, there's gotta be a chamber. Oh, it's like when you get in like a green pipe and then you're like in a golden chamber.
Oh, true. There's lots of
It's a gold
chambers.
pipe, just kidding.
Anna Hernandez.
You are the desolate feelings as we died on
ran out of lives.
Oh my god, and then we did the hack where we get infinite lives.
Jennifer Holtz.
Ooh, you're the hole that I would fall through if there was one.
I'm trying to think.
Like the one where it's wooden and you have to push those bully bills through the hole and I would just fall.
Oh, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, you picking out what I'm putting down?
I am. Courtney White. You are the puffy white clouds that you can, like, jump up into, and it's a fun little mini level where you're running really fast.
I'm gonna play that music.
Yeah.
Or the white cat suit that we needed.
Oh my god, yeah, the one that makes you invincible.
Not always, though. You can still die. Like,
yeah.
Breland Mistol. You're the Cafe Misto I really needed to stay up and play this shit.
Yeah. Tori Sailor.
You're the Tour de Force.
You are the let me think.
Tournament. The Torment. Just saying shit.
You are the torn clouds as Cat Bowser is jumping up the fucking, like, tower, like, the final level. He's, like, jumping up through clouds. He's, like, tearing them apart.
Yeah, it's really fucking rude.
He's really rude. Sophie Smith.
You're the sofa that you can fly on.
Oh my god, there are actually sofas in the game. There's fucking sofas in the boo levels that you ride across.
Yeah, bench.
Elizabeth Doles.
Ooh. You are the bunnies that dole out the coins when you stop them.
Oh, very nice. Shelly Smith.
You're that shell.
You're
you
the
fucking shell.
The fucking shells that the Koopas...
But we used you to get infinite lives.
Oh,
so there's
yeah,
that.
there is that. Rachel Leask.
The least you could do is give us a goddamn extra cool ending screen when we finish the fucking game.
Jesus Christ, what the hell? Mackenzie Knight.
You're all the nights we spent up crying over this stupid mess.
Alexandria Johnson.
You're the jaw-dropping surprises as we unlocked
as we
new
realized
worlds.
as we realized
The
that
potential.
beating Bowser was not nearly the end of this game.
Seriously.
And last but not least,
Least.
We have Rachel Evans.
Ooh, you're the
everlasting love of this game that we will have in our hearts.
That too, yes.
There we go. I had it on a positive note.
Yeah.
All right, so there we go. That's the Binchos.
Super Mario 3 World-ified.
Yes, if you want to become a Bincho, we got info on how to become a Patreon on CoffeeWithChrachel.net. Shout out the website.
And if you don't feel like going to that fucking website, you could just go to patreon.com/CoffeeWithChrachel and just screw all of Chris's hard work.
Yeah, screw all of my fucking work.
Yeah.
So that should maybe be for the last time we talk about Super Mario 3D World for at least a little bit, you know.
Because I don't think we're going to be playing it often.
We got some things coming up, you know, got Life is Strange, got Fallout and Sims and stuff, so... Yeah. And also Yoshi's Woolly World, too.
That'll be fun, because we need another two-player, like, game besides... Because the one that we played before that was, like, Viva Pinata. And, like, we're still not even finished that game. We could even, like, re-pick that up.
Yeah, we'll probably pick that up again when we can play it on the Xbox.
I know, because we have the 360 unplugged right now, because we don't have enough fucking Ethernet cables to, like, host all of our crap.
Yeah, exactly.
I got the computer, and we were like, alright, we have to get rid of the Apple TV now, because, like... But whatever. Anyway.
So, Super Mario 3D World, if you were sick of us talking about it, we're probably not going to be talking about it as much for that.
It's dead.
It's dead. We finally beat it.
I'm so excited.
Yeah. So, that was the show. I hope you guys enjoyed it.
Thanks for having a cup of coffee with us, as usual. Check out all of our social media for more memes.
Oh, yes, we are meme-tastic.
Yeah, please follow me on Twitter. Like, if you had a...
We have all the links to all of our social media on CoffeeWithChrachel.net.
But, like, please, just follow me on Twitter. I promise, like, I fave a lot of things. Like, people are always, like, so impressed that, like, I interact, and I'm like, what do you think I'm doing? Like, of course I'm gonna fucking reply to all this shit.
Follow me too. My goal is to get a K for my followers. No, I'm just kidding.
A K?
Like
a Kit Kat bar for every follower? That's a lot.
Oh yeah. Well, if you split it so just one singular kit or a cat.
What would you prefer, like the kit or the cat?
The cat. Obviously,
that's what I was gonna say.
Ooh.
We'll get it. We'll find out
next week.
Today's episode is Sunday. Okay.
Yeah.
Enjoy it. See you on Hump Day.
See you later.